Stick around. We'll be right back with more. It's an NBA afternoon game here on this. Moments away, it'll be the Los Angeles Clippers going up against the Golden State Warriors here in Chase Center. Alongside Chris Webber and Craig Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the fourth member of our crew. On the sideline, Hall of Famer is David Aldridge. And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
And the Clippers starting five. They've got Batum. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverly. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Ibaka in at the five down low. And for Golden State, Andrew Wiggins is out there with Steph Curry. Then there's Oubre. Then there's Draymond Green. And it's Wiseman in at the center position. And it's the Warriors to start out. And here is Curry. Pass to Oubre. Here's Wiseman. Dishes it to Curry. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Shot clock at 6. Green finds Wiggins. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
That's a feed that Green makes look way easier than it is. You got to have amazing vision to make that pass.
George passes to Batum. Wiggins with some nice D. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Plays it up and banks it in.
And flashing some real toughness inside. Wiggins can finish plays that others simply can't.
Wiggins against Beverly. Doesn't get it to drop for him. The Warriors go the other way. Right side Curry. Over George. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Wiggins.
No, probably isn't a better catch-and-shoot player in the game. Steph right on time once again.
And George kicks to Leonard. Beverly against Curry. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Oh, even from that range, the floater is one of the toughest shots in the game.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
That's good from Beverly.
Well, in overtime, Beverly has established himself as just a defensive specialist, juggernaut, an absolute pest who plays his tail off on both ends of the floor.
Curry on the wing. Oubre outside. Offline with his three. Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Leonard inside, guarded by Green, and that one is good.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
And the wide open shot from Green. A three-pointer off the mark. Clippers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That's his first foul. Beverly dishes to Leonard. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
And part of what makes Kawhi such a great player is that jump shot. You can't just worry about him attacking the basket.
Now here's Wiseman. Outside Green. Six on the shot clock, and play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
And the Warriors making a change here. Looney's checked in. Clippers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Here's Beverly. Curry with some nice D.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
And now the fast break. George with the ball. Yep, it counts.
Just fantastic movement by Beverly. So effective in clogging passing lanes with his quick hands and anticipation.
And the pass to Curry. For 3, Oubre. The Clippers grab the miss. Outside, Batum. Wiggins with some nice D.
He's not an easy man to stop when he's attacking the basket. The D doing everything he can.
Now George. Pass to Ibaka. Outside, George. To the inside. And Serge Ibaka, the bucket on the assist by George. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things, never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice.
You're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, they have to regroup and revisit their strategy at the defensive end.
We do this for the city, man. The whole city.
Eric Pasco, he's checked in for the Warriors. Damian Lee comes in for Oubre. And then for the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Williams in for Patrick Beverly. Now here's Wiggins. To stop the drought, count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
No stopping Wiggins there. You have to respect his aggressiveness and fighting mentality.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
It was a little bit of a battle for him all season long. Last year, only shooting about 71%.
Brad Wanamaker's checked in for Steph Curry. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Kennard's checked in.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw good, Wiggins.
And the winner's mentality Wiggins has is commendable. A hard worker who wants to keep improving.
And here's Leonard from 3. Warriors with the rebound. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I talked with head coach Steve Kerr. Hey, look, he knows they've got great shooters who can score from anywhere in distance. He thinks his team can go toe-to-toe with anybody in the league there. And he won't be pulling back the reins even if they start missing a few. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. You know, hard to create spacing without the threes. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Wiggins. Here's Kennard. We've got 1:55 left to play in the first quarter.
Not just a jump shooter. Kennard is more than capable of doing real damage from the interior as well.
And it's Pascal top the key. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Now here's Williams. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Leonard. Got it. Good job in the low post. 1:14 left to play in the first. Wanamaker looking over the floor. Here's Lee. He can't get that one, and it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Williams passes to Kennard. Zubac's with it. He kicks it to Williams. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
So savvy inside for a player of his size and tough. Williams will do whatever it takes.
Now here's Bazemore. Lee outside. And the rejection by Zubac. And here is Williams. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Six to shoot. Pass to Leonard. Shoots over Bazemore. Misses from short range. That one's not going to go. And that does it for the first quarter. Los Angeles on top. They lead by 6. Live from Chase Center. You're watching 2K Sports. What's your take on the Clippers so far?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say, we want to start fast? Now, let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Lou Williams out there with Kennard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then there's Patrick Patterson. And it's Morris in at the 3 slot.
And Williams is sort of the classic instant offense guy. Whether he's coming off the bench or starting, he can provide a spark whenever they need one.
Two.
And the first one at the line is good. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Oof, boy, that's a tough one. You got to like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. To do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Now, here is Morris. After James Wiseman's miss.
When Morris gets free from mid-range, he's very effective. Love seeing him getting it going from there.
There's the pass to Wiseman. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Warriors have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. And he knocks down the first one. And the Warriors making a change here. Toscano's checked in, and the Clippers with a change here too. Reggie Jackson's checked in for Marcus Morris. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Los Angeles. Oh, and there's the alley-oop and the dunk by Zubac.
And don't sleep on Williams's ability to create for others. That's a veteran play.
Here's Bazemore. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Jackson passes to Zubac. Now here's Williams. Defense is right there, and he makes that one. Williams has got the lead back up to 10 now for the Clippers.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Poole. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Toscano passes to Pascal. Clock at 4. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
Shoots from 14. And too long on the shot.
It isn't the D that causes that miss. That's just a loss of concentration at times.
Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Clippers leading by 10. Lou Williams, so crafty, GA. Just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
Drops in the tray.
The range on Kennard's shot just keeps getting better. He's a real threat at the arc.
Here's Poole. And the layup's good off the glass.
Look, that's a nice play. You need low post scoring to keep your offense balanced.
Kennard, the pass to Zubac. Outside Williams. Here's Kennard. And he slams it one-handed.
Watch out, Luke Kennard cleared for takeoff.
Timeout called the Warriors. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Substitution here for the Clippers. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Patrick Patterson. George is checked in for Luke Kennard. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Lou Williams. Now here's Wiseman. Back to Curry. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
For one of the greatest long-range shooters you'll ever see, Curry is just as savvy inside.
Jackson against Curry. Jackson kicks to Ibaka. They get it again. Batum, good. Batum's got the lead up to 13 now for the Clippers.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
Now here's Wiseman. Misses off the right iron.
Now look, even if he had other places to go with the ball, that's a good shot. You can't blame him for letting that one fly.
Here's Beverly, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Beverly's got 5.
Even when contact comes Beverly's way, I mean, he's a pro at finishing, absorbing it so well on these shots.
Passes it to Oubre, and here's Wiseman. Some nice passing by Golden State. Buries the long-range jumper. He has 7.
Well, that's a look they always want him to take, because if he's got the space, he's got the green light.
The high post shot, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. And the Clippers lead by 14. Curry deciding where to go with it. Shot from 12. Wiggins finds Green, And here's Wiseman. The shot releases from the wing and drills it.
And the defender, he does his job that time. That was a quality contest, but good D, better O.
1:58 left now here in the second. Jackson down low, working on Green. Warriors trail by 12, pushing it up, and finished off by Oubre.
An unselfish wing who continues to evolve as a playmaker. Wiggins shows he's more than just a scorer.
To the paint. Beverly against Wiggins. Right at the free throw line, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. George has got 4 this quarter.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
It's Curry outside. Another 3 for Golden State.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
Jackson passes to George. 59 seconds left in the first half. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
Wiggins kicks to Green. Down low, Wiseman. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
I love how Green consistently looks to give it up. He's a nightmare to guard in screen row.
Now Jackson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. They get Stephen Curry.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Really a good season for him overall last year when you look at the number, 83% from the line.
That's good from Jackson.
As a kid, Jackson saw a lot of the world. His dad was in the Air Force, so he lived in Italy, England, North Dakota, Florida, Colorado. He was all over the place.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State, Kevon Looney is checked in for Wiseman. Eric Pascal comes in for Green, and it's Damian Lee in for Wiggins. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for George. And it's Williams in for Patrick Beverly. Curry, good.
Taking things into his own hands. He's been a beast this quarter.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, no need to rush right here. Let the clock run a little, then execute your offense.
The 19-foot shot, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Leonard's got 8, and that concludes the first half. Clippers lead by 10. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. The Clippers have the edge here at halftime. They have a narrow 3-point lead. Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Clippers?
I don't think anyone expected to see such numbers from the bench. You know, I'm impressed. It was what they needed, the jolt they needed, Ernie. Wow, I never knew their bench. As a matter of fact, I don't even know any of their players coming off. Man, keep going, bench guys.
And over to Kenny now. How'd you think the Warriors were playing?
Well, after the field goal percentage they allowed in the first half, it's time for them to get tough. That's right, tough. If they're going to stay in this game, they'll need to turn this into a street fight. Get physical. Let some elbows go. Yes, let them go. And guys know they're going to be no more easy baskets in here. Let them know that.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Go over there.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us second half of this game still to play. Curry has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
As they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Wiseman's out there with Green. Then it's Curry. Then it's Wiggins. And it's Oubre in at the small forward position. That's the Warriors' 5.
All that practice on the positioning and timing of the catch and shoot, paying huge dividends for Ibaka.
Outside for Curry. Now, here is George.
And looking at Curry's stats, one thing that jumps out, and it may be a little surprising, for the last 3 seasons, he's averaged over 5 rebounds a game.
That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And I just love the aggressiveness from George, just slicing apart the defense with that terrific ability to penetrate.
Now here's Curry. 15 points in the game. Count the basket. He's got 17. And those rebounding numbers, GA, just speak to Curry's overall impact.
And when you look at Steph's size and the amount of time he spends on the perimeter, there's no way he should be cleaning the glass like that. But you can't teach heart and you can't teach instinct, and he has both.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Pass to Wiseman. In the corner, it's Oubre. Goes back up, and Wiseman with the lay-in. Wiseman's got 4 this quarter.
Toughness and energy on the boards. An easy putback to show 4.
They get a hand on it. Wiggins against George.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Beverly against Wiggins. Wiggins with the block.
His length gives Wiggins an advantage on the D. He can get his hand to shots that a lot of other players would not be able to impact.
Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kevin, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
First one falls for him.
Some of the players around Green over the course of his career have stolen the spotlight, but don't let that take away from the incredible player he is.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Poole's checked in, and Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Curry. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Nicholas Batum. Here's Beverly. 5 points in the game. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
George with no one around. It's stolen by Ibaka. 2 points. That one goes. Leonard's got 10 points in the game.
Not afraid to get physical there. Leonard makes the shot in spite of the contact.
Wanamaker the pass to Green. Kicks to Wiseman. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. And the first one drops. And he makes both free throws.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Clippers leading by 8. Bounce pass from Beverly. Here's Leonard. Great look there, but off target.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
You're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end.
A nice shot by George.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Here's Wanamaker. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Wiseman. Serge Ibaka pulls it in. For Los Angeles, they've gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. That one goes. Count it. And the Clippers lead by 12.
What strength from Leonard there, not allowing the defense to get the best of it.
Wanamaker the pass to Wiseman. Back to Wanamaker. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
The Warriors have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
The first one falls, so it's both teams making substitutions here. And so he hits both.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Now here's Williams. 6 points for him. It's good. Williams has got 8 points.
Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Here's Wanamaker. Pass to Lee. Inside. Go up top. He's covered by Leonard. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Wanamaker. His first attempt of the game finds the target.
Tremendous feed from Looney. He's not thinking about himself. He's scanning the floor, looking to create for his teammates.
The pass to Zubac. And the call will be against Brad Wanamaker. That's his first foul. And the Warriors making a change here. Toscano's checked in. Marcus Morris is checked in for the Clippers. Now here's Williams. He's guarded closer. Basket good. He's got 10.
Those defenders just looked a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Here's Wanamaker. Pascal's shot is off. Left side, Leonard, and it goes down 2 points.
He does all the little things. I mean, he does the big things. He's got them in front with another outstanding performance.
Passes it to Looney. Here's Toscano. He's covered by Leonard. Lee against George. Stolen by George. To the middle. Here's Zubac. And the shot goes in.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior. 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Lee outside. 52 seconds left to play in the third. And and he converts the layup.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Williams with the ball. 10 points for him. He feeds it to Leonard. Leonard draws the double. Nobody near Williams. Buries it from three-point range. Williams has got 7 now in this quarter.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. On the wing, Lee, defended by George. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Wanamaker. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And so it's Los Angeles, out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th, they've got Ivica Zubac. Morris is out there with Batum. Then it's Williams. And it's George in at the 2.
When the defense forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
And here is Zubac. Outside, George. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. And the Clippers lead by 20.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Pass to Oubre. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Yeah, can't afford to leave someone open around Curry. He's great at keeping his head on a swivel.
And George kicks to Zubac. Williams looking around. Second shot opportunity, and it's Zubac laying it in.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
And the rejection by Zubac. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. And some changes here for the Warriors. Wiseman's checked in for Kevon Looney. Draymond Green comes in for Eric Paschall. And Wiggins is subbed in for Lee. The Clippers also making some changes. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Zubac. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Marcus Morris. Final quarter of play, about 1.5 minutes off the clock into it. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And finished off by Wiseman.
Great feed by Draymond. Among forwards, he's always at or near the #1 spot in assist rankings.
Here's Williams, and it's blocked. Outside, Green. He kicks it to Curry. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Curry's got 19 points.
He's been fantastic, but he can't do it all by himself. Some of the other guys need to lighten the load and step up.
Beverly dishes to George. George double-teamed. Ibaka. Draymond Green grabs the miss. Green's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Wiseman gets it to go on the assist by Wiggins. Wiggins has got 3 assists in the game. Outside, Williams. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
And just a fluid offensive talent with really a knack for getting to his spots. Williams so hard to keep up with.
Now here's Wiseman. Back to Oubre. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
George, that's a two-pointer. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Just phenomenal awareness by Beverly, just dishing the ball to the wide open man easily.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Start it.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
4 rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
Kawhi Leonard, he's checked in for the Clippers. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the break. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Here's Leonard after James Wiseman's bucket. Now Leonard. George up top. Really left alone that time. George has got 11 in the second half.
And guys, when George gets cooking, you are in for a long night. He's just fantastic at finding different ways to score.
Now here's Wiggins. Count that bucket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Clippers leading by 13. Pass to Beverly. Leonard with the ball. Outside Curry. Drills it from outside. Curry's got 22.
An elite scorer in this league. Curry is so active. How he looks for his shots. He's as versatile as they come.
Beverly finds George. Now here's Leonard. Here's Wiggins. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. And here's George for 3. It's good, and that takes him to 77% shooting this game, 10 for 13.
And I love the floor spacing George gives you. His range seems to extend a little every year.
Leonard, the pass to George.
Oh, defense, they just took that possession off. I mean, they get away with it that time, but they got to show some more aggression.
And finished off by Oubre.
You got to love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
They double him with Green, and we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Los Angeles now. Batum passes to George. Second chance shot, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Golden State gets called for the foul.
And the defender overcommits a little bit. Ibaka too quick for him on that move. Earns a trip to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
And what's interesting about Ibaka, he's played basketball internationally ever since joining the NBA back in '08. In fact, he won a silver medal with Spain in 2012.
Ibaka hits both of them. 1:21 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Curry. Here's the teardrop. It's deflected.
And Batum has arms that go on forever and ever and ever, which is why he's so dangerous when it comes to shot blocking.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Clippers.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Paul George.
He had a hand in just about everything they did tonight. I mean, he just didn't take a single possession off on either end. He was a complete package.
Our New Balance player of the game, Paul George.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he has.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. The pass to Bazemore. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And it's Williams with the ball for the Clippers. .32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Leonard on the wing. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Well, this is what guys play for, and when it pans out like this, it's a great feeling.
Kennard with the ball. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Kawhi, you all turned it on down the stretch, so what was the difference?
We started to play defense and execute on the offensive end, and we finally started to knock down shots.
Well, that led to a win, man, and I appreciate your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.